Okay, so in this season, God will be shifting your mindset on certain words you have understood that word to be. God will be shifting your understanding on certain vocabulary, certain words you are used to. For instance, when you hear words like maybe eventful, you tend to see eventful as a word that has to do with a lot of drama, a lot of pain. But in this season, God will be giving you a new shift, a new narrative that eventful can mean something pleasant. I don't know whether you're like me, but sometimes when God gives us certain words, we're like, I already know what these words mean, right? I already know what God is saying. And so because of this, just like when God tells you this is a season of crushing, and I understand that meaning, as we are used to, has to do with pain. But at the same time, God will be shifting our mindsets to understand that crushing can also mean can be a blessing. Crushing does not necessarily have to be painful. Crushing might just mean blossoming, but it might just mean blossoming, right? It might not necessarily have to come with the pain. I don't know whether you understand what I mean. Yes. So God in this season, when God gives you a word, I know you are used to that word, and that word can mean pain. That word can make you afraid. But God is telling that in this season, you will no longer be afraid. Those words that give you a certain meaning, certain understanding, it might not just be the same anymore. God is giving you a new narrative. God is shifting you so that, do you know why? So that you stop boxing God. God is doing that so that you stop boxing Him, so that you can trust Him again, so that you can feel like a child, so that you can come again with that childlike faith. So when God is saying pressing, it does not have to be painful, right? It does not have to be painful. It does not mean it to be painful. Or it can mean that yes, it might be painful, but you won't feel it. But at the end, you have that vision that yes, I'm going through this crush. It's not painful, but I also know that this will bring about blossom, this will bring about pleasantries, right? So because of it, you are excited about crushing. So God is changing that narrative. God is changing that narrative. Just like some women, they feel like pregnancy, the contractions has to do with pain, but at some places they don't feel the pain. So God is changing the narrative this season.